Hello there, this is Claude with Smart Chain Connection. This is our third video from the series on how to build and install an Elrond node and how to run one. The same principle works on both Mainnet and Testnet, because first of all you have to build the server to make it secure, to make it solid, and then you install the node on it. Now the installation of the node is a little bit different from testnet to mainnet, but it's, I would say, 90% the same thing. I'm doing the best I can to show you how to get your information and where to get your information from. So this is our third video. We're going to continue by building our node. And in this part of the series, we're still building our server, which is Ubuntu Linux. And we're going to make it solid and as secure as possible. And then we're going to install on it the Elrond node. All right, so we got to the point, up to this point, that we got an IP for our server. This is the port so far. We got root and the password for root, and we got a new user we installed, and this is the password for the new user. And we also gave this new user enough privileges to do a bunch of stuff. Now we're gonna, in the next section, in this section today, we're gonna focus on how to create the SSH keys. So at some point we're not going to connect to the server using a username and a password, but we're going to use these SHA-256 encrypted keys, and we're gonna cancel the root access, and we're gonna cancel any other access, but using these keys to connect to the server and some passphrase. I'll show you all these things today. Now today's going to be a little bit trickier, but as long as you follow along, you're not going to get lost. You're going to understand what I'm doing here, and it's going to be easy. You might have to try it a few times, but that's fine. You're going to get it. All right, so we're going to start with the beginning. For today's tutorial, we're going to use two pieces of software. One of them is called MobaXterm. So let's look for it. You go to Google and you type MobaXterm, download. MobaXterm.mobatech.net, download. I think this is the right link. It is, and you go for the home edition, because they have two editions right here, professional edition. Well, even if you buy it, it's worth every penny. This software is very good. But let's get the home edition for now, the free. Let's download now. It's gonna go to this page, and we need the portable edition. Portable edition is fine. We don't have to install it. Just get the portable edition. So when you download, it's gonna download somewhere. In my case, on my desktop, it's a zip file. And you have to extract this zip file. So right click on it. I'm on a Windows machine, so I have WinRAR. You can use whatever software you want to. I'll extract it to this folder. MobaXterm portable version 2.21.3 at the time of this video. So when you open this folder, we get two files inside of it. We're gonna run the exe file, right? Let's get the other software we need. The other software is called PuttyGen, PuttyGen. So let's go to Google again and PuttyGen, download. And we're gonna get to puttygen.com. Let's click on this link. And we're gonna download the PuttyGen on Windows, because I'm running this on Windows. Okay, I think it's this one, installation download page. Yes, that's the one. That's the link. Okay, and if you scroll down a little bit, you're gonna get your download link, which is gonna be right here. Yes, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the 64-bit MSI. Well, this has to be installed. It's not just a local thing. So let's download this really quick. It's gonna come up to this page, and if you wait a second, it's gonna start the download. If it doesn't, oh, it starts. Then you click on this button. Click here to download manually, and it's gonna come up. It's gonna look like this. So we're gonna go to install it. So we're gonna start the installation while we're doing something else. So I'm double clicking it. Go next. It's fine on C drive, and we're gonna install it, and it's gonna take a little bit. Right. Okay, that's the software we need. And we're done with this for now. Let's go to our next. I'll watch this while it downloads. I'll leave it here. Okay. Our next section. So the next section says to open MobaXterm. So let's double click the folder. Before we double click this folder, let's create a folder on our desktop, for example, and call it SSH Keys. So right click, new folder, call it SSH Keys. Okay, we're gonna need this folder in a second, you'll see. Let's open our MobaXterm. Double click. Let's minimize this. Okay, I start the MobaXterm software. We're gonna do a couple of settings here. The first setting, it's settings configuration. We're gonna change the persistent home directory to the folder we just created, which is this one. So just click this yellow thing, and then go to find your folder. In my case, it's right here on my desktop, and choose the persistent root directory as well. Let's go to SSH Keys as well. All right, and there is one more setting we have to do. Click on the tab of SSH, and then just tick or check this use internal SSH agent, MobAgent, and just click OK. Now this is what it's going to do. It's going to ask us to restart the MobaXterm, which is fine. Click yes, and it's going to restart. Okay, I think this putty thing is waiting for this. Okay, and now it's installing it. Cool. Moba is starting right now. It's gonna take a little bit. This is done. Putty. Finish. We don't care for that. Okay, good. Now I like the dark theme, and we're gonna start a local terminal. And let's make this a little bit bigger so we can see more of what's happening in here. Now I'm gonna open a new tab by clicking on session, because I wanna keep in one tab. Let me close this tab so we don't see anything, right? So I wanna open a new tab connecting to the server using MobaXterm. So let's click this one, and let's click on SSH, and let's in the remote host, let's use the IP of the server. Copy. Let's paste it here, and click OK. And right now it's gonna try to connect to the server. Okay, all right, it worked. And now let's log in with the new user. Copy. Now paste is right click, and you have a choice. Let's do this. Yeah, show context menu, because I want you to see every single time I'm right clicking that it gives me the option to click choose paste. Go enter, and let's get the password. Copy, right click here, paste, enter. Do you want to save? No, I do not want to save the password. Okay, so right now it's connected to the server. Let's look what's inside here. So ls displays the content of the current folder. Let's find out who am I, cloud123. Now if you want to see, if you really want to see all the folders and files within the folder, you go ls space minus or dash a, lowercase a, to see all. Now we can see all what's inside of here. Now this is one tab. I'm going to open another tab. Now when I open another tab, you either click on this tab and it opens a local connection to the machine I have right here on this Windows, which actually is looking inside this folder we just created, SSH Keys. If you double click that folder, it's looking right here. So if I want to see exactly the content of this folder, I just go ls-a, not LA, ls-a, and I'm going to see desktop, my documents, / launch folder, stuff like that. So you see all these files in one folder, which is /, right, which is this. Now let's close this. Good. So this is the local machine. Okay, this is the root, the home folder, right, which is the one we just created, and we went into settings and configuration and made it this home folder for MobaXterm. On the first tab is the connection to the server. We are connected to 143.192.110.5 right here with the user cloud123. Okay, this is an SSH connection, but the second tab is the local machine. Now what we want to do, we want to create on the local machine the keys, the SSH keys, which is going to be a private and a public key. We're going to transfer those keys to the server, and then we'll try to connect to the server using the keys. Now, there is a little bit of a process, and we're going to go through it, and everything is going to be fine. The goal here is to get to a point where we can connect to the server using these SSH keys and not not using a username and a password. We're going to also change the port number. We're going to also disable the root access. We're going to also disable any other username access to the server, but we're going to go straight with the keys. That's the goal in the end, to make it as secure as possible. Now you're going to save your keys somewhere, and I'll show you all those things as we get to them. So for this video, we got to this point. What we did, we installed MobaXterm, we installed PuttyGen. I'll show you at some point in the tutorial. We're going to use those to convert the keys. I'll show you how to do it. So with this software installed, we are ready to continue to create the keys and all that. So I'm going to stop the video right here, and I'm going to continue with the fourth video in a little bit.